If you're like me, you know that if you don't get your meal prep done by Sunday afternoon, it just ain't gonna happen for the week. So in this video, what we're gonna make is some easy, bone-in, skin-on chicken thigh meal prep for the whole week. Hey guys, this is Steve at DQ'd Barbecue, and on this channel, we're all about taking our barbecue to the next level together. Now if that sounds like something that you might want to be a part of, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Now today, we're making some quick, easy chicken thigh meal prep. So let's go ahead and get to trimming on these chicken thighs. So I've already got all my chicken thighs prepped up except for one. So we're just gonna go ahead and show you how we're gonna trim this up. It's gonna be super easy. So you can do a lot more to these if you're into the competition thing. These aren't gonna be competition chicken thighs. We're just gonna do our best to trim these up. We're gonna take that leading edge of fat off because that's real easy. You're gonna flip it over. There's a few pieces of fat on the bottom of these that are pretty easy to get to too. We'll go ahead and try to cut those off. Then after that, all we really want to do is just sort of square up that skin. Chicken thighs are sort of, you never know what you're going to get when you pull them out of the package on how much skin each one has. But since these are just meal prep, we're just going to square them up, try to make them look kind of nice, but we still want that skin. Once we get these all trimmed up, it's time to season them. Now I'm going to keep these super simple with just some salt, pepper, and garlic. You can add whatever sort of seasoning you want to your chicken thighs. But here's the important part. So we're going to hit it on all sides, and really you're going to want to move that skin off of the main part of the chicken thigh and make sure you get your seasonings under there. The main complaint I hear from people when they talk about cooking chicken is that it just doesn't have the flavor that it does out at their favorite restaurant or whatever. And after I talk to these people, most of the time, whether it's a whole bird or a spatchcocked bird or they're doing chicken halves or chicken quarters, they don't get up under the skin with the seasoning. And that skin is not going to let that seasoning through very well. So if you don't get it directly onto that meat, it's not going to have that flavor. So make sure you do that. Then we're going to go ahead and get the top. And we're going to get these back in the fridge and let them hang out for just a little bit. I like at least a half an hour, but hey, if you want to let these hang out overnight or 2 hours or 3 hours, the more the better. It'll be sort of a dry brining process. Now in the meantime, we're just going to wait for our cooker to come up to 275 degrees. Okay, our grill is up to about 289, which makes me happy, somewhere in between that 275, 300 range. Our chicken has been sitting. Now we're just gonna get it on the grill, let it get happy. So we're gonna set this on the grill at that temperature range for roughly 45 minutes to an hour. Essentially what determines that is I'll come out at 45 minutes, check it, see how the crust is setting up on the skin. Once I feel like that's good, we'll move on to phase 2 of cooking these things. Y'all stick with me. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes. My temp crept up on me a little bit over 300, so I'm going to go ahead and pull them off. Now, if you're looking at these, it might look like the skin is already crispy, but underneath there, especially on chicken thighs, there's a lot of collagen that still needs to break down. So I'm going to go ahead and get these into a foil pan. I'll show you what we're about to do with them next. Now that we got these off in a foil pan, we're going to do two quick things. One is we're going to take and we're going to add some butter to the top. Now, if you've got regular butter, you can just do pads, but I buy Kerrygold from Sam's in these big tubs, so I'm just going to scoop out about a tablespoon and get, a tablespoon on top of each piece of chicken, maybe a little bit in between, because this butter is also going to melt down and provide some liquid. Because the second thing we're going to do is we're going to cover this pan with tin foil. So let's go ahead and get to this. That's it. No problem. So let's go ahead and get this back on the pit for about the same amount of time. We'll check it again in another 45 minutes to an hour. See you then. All right, so it's been another 45 minutes. Our stuff is looking great. Temped it out. It temped it over 175, which is our safe point for our chicken thighs. So we're gonna go ahead and get these off, uncover them, let them rest. Then we'll dive in. These chicken thighs have been chilling out for a few minutes. If you're gonna eat these things right off the bat, give them a couple, at least 5 minutes to rest and chill out. Let the cooking process stop, let them reabsorb that butter and chicken juice that's in that pan. If you're gonna do this for meal prep, what I usually like to do is I just let them chill in the pan until they're cooled down significantly. Then I just box them right up and put them in the fridge, and I'm good to go, in the morning when I'm picking my lunch out. But before I dive into one of these, just real quick, all we did was we trimmed up our chicken thighs real quick. I hit them with salt, pepper, garlic. You hit them with whatever you want. Make sure you get under that skin on the meat though, because that's where you're really going to get your flavors in there. We got them onto our pit. I was cooking at about 300 today, anywhere between 275 and 300, and you're golden. I had it on there for about 45 minutes, could be 45 minutes to an hour. You're gonna wait. You're gonna want to do the scratch test, and that is when you open the lid to check on your chicken, scratch that skin, see if that rub comes off. If it comes off, you need to give it a little bit longer, but once it's set on there, you're good. At that point, we put them in our pan and we put some butter on top of them to help break down that collagen that's still underneath that skin on those chicken thighs, and we foiled them. Got it back on our pit, same temperature, about the same amount of time. We checked them with our instant read thermometer, made sure we were up over 175, and here we are. It's really that simple. This is just something I do on Sunday afternoons just to get myself ready for the work week. But now that we've gone all over that, let's give one of these a shot. All right, let's go ahead and give this one a try. Cheers to you. That's so good. I love this way to do it because it's so good. It's so easy. Makes great chicken. And I'm good to go for the rest of the week. It's as simple as that. So that's going to be our cook for today. Just a little quick meal prep. It's not a big deal, but it's a big deal if you didn't get it done. So, you know, I enjoy doing cooks like this. If you like what we did here today, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Now also, if you want to get an idea of what we're doing next week, go check out my social media, both my Instagram and my Facebook account. The links are in the description down below. It usually gives you a little sneak peek into what's coming up, and you'll see it next week. But hey, till next week, y'all take it easy.